But first, a hate-filled and random assault on a jogger. Tonight, the victim's powerful message for her attacker. And that's where we'll start tonight. Good evening. I'm Stephen Holt.
And I'm Natalie Pasquarella. That attacker hurled racial slurs and a glass bottle at a woman who was just out enjoying a jog. And the victim did not initially report what happened until this video emerged. She spoke to News 4's Ray Vieta in Woodside, Queens.
It was supposed to be a nice, relaxing 5K run for Tiffany Johnson. That is, until she got to this intersection, 53rd Place and Broadway. It's here she came into contact with a belligerent stranger who threw a glass bottle at her, hurled racial slurs, and it was all caught on video. The sound of glass shattering, then the disgusting sounds of hate. Police now looking for that glass bottle throwing, racial slurring suspect who shocked an innocent runner and those who witnessed this attack.
I started my day like any other day. I went out for a run in my neighborhood and I saw this woman, out of my peripheral. Then next thing you know, I'm hit with something hard and I hear a bang.
Tiffany says the video didn't capture what happened next.
So after I'm hit in my backside with this object, I take off my earphones and I see this deranged person yelling N-words and calling me all types of racial slurs. And it was like I was in a real life crack-a-moment.
Tiffany Johnson, an avid runner, runs several times a week. After this disturbing assault, she put it behind her. It happened back on August 17th.
I tried my best to retreat and, create some distance between me and her. However, this insane domestic terrorist just kept coming at me and closing that distance, and I feared for my life. So I remembered that I was carrying my Panther Defense key rings from Shop, and I just gave her that work. I put something on her mind. I had to make her leave me alone. I feared for my life. She had already assaulted me, and she continued to approach me, so I had no other choice but to defend myself.
The NYPD Hate Crimes Task Force is now investigating. Tiffany will still keep running, undeterred by this, facing ignorance with insight.
I do not have not one forgiveness bone in my body. She shouldn't have came out bother me, and so she picked that fight. She got exactly what was coming for her, and I don't forgive. I hope she died, and I bet you she won't mess with nobody else. Even if she has some kind of mental shortcomings or whatever, she won't be crazy enough to go bother someone else after this. Who does that? Like, where was her handlers to keep her from terrorizing my neighborhood? She needs to go. I hope that ass whooping that she got for fucking with me made her put something on her mind.
By the way, according to New York State, Queens is the most diverse urban area in the world. Even still, hate is still present.
The point when you have to stand your ground and fight, and I stood up to her and I fought back. Hopefully, she won't go bother anybody else, because it may be worse. But I put something on her mind to stop that threat. I advise everyone to go to Shop and protect yourself. Be a hard target. She thought that I was a soft target, but she got that word. That'll put something on her mind. We have to keep our community safe, and we have to get people like that off the street that's going to assault people and bother them when they're not doing anything to anybody else.
Reporting from Woodside, I'm Ray Vieta, News 4 New York.